Today we're talking about psychology-based video editing, how to edit for the human brain. Grab your attention, retain it, hold it as long as you want. If you've told yourself that you want to take content creation seriously in 2026, but every single time you post a video, it gets that 100, 200 views, then it might just mean that your videos are boring, and that is why people are not watching it. Now, I constantly get comments from strangers telling me they can spend 1 hour on my TikTok page just watching my videos. Now, I'm telling you for a fact, if my videos were boring, they wouldn't do that. And aside from the value that I put in my video, like what I'm saying in my video, I can also attribute that to my editing, because I get a lot of people asking me to teach them how I edit, even if I don't even do any crazy editing. I have just mastered how to edit for the brain, how to grab attention, and how to hold attention. And that is why my small account gets results like this. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to take your raw footage from this. So this is how to edit. Okay, let's do this. Now, this is how to edit a talking head video in less than 30 minutes. And by the end of this mini masterclass, you will learn how to edit videos that keep people glued to your screen, how to make your content feel premium and branded so that people instantly recognize your video and want to follow you, how to edit faster without sacrificing quality, and finally, how to export your videos in high quality for short form platforms so that your videos look crisp on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Short. All right, before we go into CapCut, I need you to be very aware of these 5 editing mistakes that are killing your edits. They are making your videos not perform as well as you want them to. Because if I don't tackle this now, even after watching this tutorial, you're going to go back and still make these mistakes, and it's going to affect you or hurt your account. So the first mistake is over editing. This is one of the mistakes I made when I first started creating content, because they'll always tell you, always have something on the screen, throw something on the screen, text and effect and sound effect and so that people can, watch your video. But I just feel like it's no longer 2022 or 2023 where people needed those crazy fancy editing and effects to stay glued to your screen. Right now, I feel like less is more. Less is more. And if what you're saying is valuable, your content is valuable already, your editing should just add to it and not try to, be the main character. Your edit is just supporting the message you are saying in your video and not trying to be the main character. You get? The second mistake you don't want to make when you're editing your videos is what? Under editing. I hate when people just come online and they just yap and they don't add any subtitle. Most people watch their videos in silence. You get, like, with your audio muted. You don't add any captions. You're just talking like we are friends. Like, is this a FaceTime call? Do I know you? Why do I give you my time? Okay, people are actually giving your time, so you have to make sure that time they're giving you is actually worth it. So every single time, like every 3 seconds, not every time, every 3 seconds, there has to be something that pops up on the screen to just make the viewer not click away. Okay, third mistake you shouldn't make when you edit your videos is having inconsistent branding. Like, little beginner creator, baby creator me would always have different colors, different fonts in my videos. Like, in a whole week, you're going to see like different fonts in all of the videos I posted, or different colors. Like, I could not just stick to one aesthetic, because I felt like, I like this font. Tomorrow I like this color. Next tomorrow I like orange. Another day I like pink. It's fun, because at that beginning time I'm just testing the waters to like see what I like. But if you actually want to take content creation serious, just pick colors, pick an aesthetic that fits you. And in this video I'm going to show you how you can pick an aesthetic, something that makes you look like an authority in your niche. Mistake number 4 that you don't want to make when you're editing. Now, this is the biggest one, and that is having a poor script. Okay, because there's no amount of good editing that you can give to a video if the foundation is already bad. Like, the value you're giving your content is just trash. Your script is not even retaining people's attention. That, like, there's no need for you to edit that video, just delete it. Okay, so you have to make sure that before you even start editing your video, make sure that the videos that you have scripted or the video that you have filmed is actually high quality. That is what is going to make your edited video even 10 times better. Like I said before, editing is not going to be the main character. It is supporting the message that you're saying in your video. The last mistake that you don't want to make when you're editing your videos is spending hours editing one video. I know. I know, even me, I still struggle with that till today. But for a 30-second video, I can spend like 1 hour because I'm just trying to make it perfect and all that. But right now, I have a specific system that I always follow when I'm editing my videos so that I just, I just go step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, and then after that, I'm done. Like right now, I don't want my videos to be like extra perfect as long as I'm getting my message out there and I'm just using the editing to support the message. It's good and fine. Okay, so please, I don't want you to make these 5 mistakes when you're editing your videos. This next section is where I think this is like my favorite section here. This is where we are going to be building your brand aesthetic. I'm not going to waste time here. Step one, you're going to choose your aesthetic. Now there are different types of aesthetic, and you can definitely go on Pinterest and just enter these keywords. I just want you to enter these keywords into Pinterest and then just keep swiping and just find an aesthetic that just speak to your soul. Not just speak to your soul, how do you want people to feel when they watch your content? For me, I want my content to feel warm and cozy. I want it to feel like we're sitting down and we're having coffee and we're just having a chat. I don't want to sound like an expert. I don't want to sound like, oh my god, she's an expert, she's a guru. No, I want to sound like we're having a conversation. My aesthetic is going to be warm, it's going to be relatable, it's going to be clean and minimal. You get to choose whatever I want to choose. Now step number two, you're going to pick 2 to 3 fonts. One is going to be your primary font. Now this is the one that you're going to use for headlines. Then you're going to have the primary font. This one is the one you're going to use for your captions on your videos, and then you're going to have an accent font. Now if you don't even know what font to choose, you can just go over to ChatGPT and then tell ChatGPT, I want my brand aesthetic to be clean and minimal. What are some of the font ideas that I can use to convey this aesthetic on my video? And it's going to give you some font ideas. Step number 3 is you're going to pick at least 3 to 5 brand colors, like nothing more than that. And these colors have to be colors that actually complement each other. Like you don't want to have red and green and yellow and purple. For me, this is like my color palette. When you're searching for your aesthetic, you can then bring out the colors for the clean minimal girl aesthetic. We have like beige, we have whites, we have black, we have cream. If it's warm and relatable, you have like butter yellow, you have like orange. So based on the aesthetic, you can come up with your 3 to 5 colors. Final thing I'm going to say about picking your brand aesthetic is just scroll on Instagram, not TikTok. Instagram. Scroll on Instagram. You're going to see like high quality content from other creators. Whenever you're scrolling and then you see any, filter or like the fonts that just catches your eye, take a screenshot of it, upload it on ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT, what's this aesthetic of this video, what is the font. That's how I found my own aesthetic, and I know it's going to change very, very soon. All right, so in this section, we're going to be setting up your presets. One of the ways to edit faster is to edit smarter. Okay, and one of the ways to edit smarter is to use presets. Okay, first things first, remember we have an aesthetic. Remember that you got your colors, remember you got your font. Okay, so this is time where you have to like put all those things into CapCut so that you can always have them with you. So mind you, I'm using CapCut Pro. I don't know if the free version can allow some of these things. When you finally get the fonts that you want, now the font can even be on CapCut. You don't have to like download a custom font. Okay, CapCut has like lots of very good fonts that I use myself. I used to like download fonts before, but now I use CapCut fonts. But if you find a font on a creator's page that you really like, okay, and you can't find it on CapCut, I want you to go over to this website. It's called dafont.com, and then enter the name of the font and then just download it. Now, after downloading it, next thing you're going to do is you're going to unzip it or extract the font from the folder. Now, let's go over to CapCut and I'll show you how to upload it. Step number 2 is we're going to save brand colors. Now, I feel like this one is the one that is a pro feature, and it's not really a problem because CapCut also has colors inside of the app itself. But if you find a specific color that you really like and it's not on CapCut, then you can definitely add your brand colors. Now we are done with all the prepping. It's finally time for us to do the editing. So in this video, I'm showing you how to edit a talking head video step by step. So the first step is importing your footage. I'm going to choose this one. So I just want you to watch this. So this is how to edit it. Now this is how to edit a talking head video that will grab people's attention, hold them by their throats, and hold their attention for as long as you want. I'm going to show you how to edit this with CapCut. Okay, I'm going to show you how to edit this with CapCut. So right now I'm making mistakes, and these are places that you need to cut out. You don't have to leave these mistakes when editing your video. So cut out this section. The first step in editing your footage is, of course, watch through it, and then after watching through it, you're going to start doing the rough cut. So basically, the rough cut is just me cutting out all the silence parts, all the dead ends, all the places where I was saying like, you know. So I'm gonna just watch this and then do that. So this is how to edit. Okay, now this is how. Okay, so this is where I started from. Now this is. Okay, so now I'm just going to hit on this, and then I'm going to click on splits. Okay, and then I'm going to delete this first section because these are all like useless clips. So I'm going to delete that. So let's play it again. Now this is how to edit a talking head video that will grab people's attention. So let me watch it again. Now this is how to edit a talking head video. So I'm going to cut it there because I finished the statement there. That will. I started that will. So as you can see, there's a little bit of silence there, and I'm just going to drag this instead of using the splits. Okay, so you can drag it there. So let's play again. Head video that will wrap. That will. Then I'll pause it because as you can see, there's a little bit of silence there. Will. Okay. Wrap people. It's not really much, so I'm not going to cut anything. Will grab people's attention. Okay. Hold them by the. Can you see? This is where I started the next word. Hold them. Hold. That's my mouth. Can you see my mouth? Anyways, let's go. Attention. Hold them by their throats. Remember, after every sentence, I just, you know, split it. So in case there's any silence after that statement, I can just cut it out. Them by their throats and hold their attention for us. Okay. And hold. And stands here, so I'll just, you know, drag this throats and hold the attention for us. So I'm just going to be doing this till the end of the video so that I'm going to be deleting every tiny silence. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to generate my auto captions. This is a pro feature, so if you don't have the pro feature, you won't be able to do this, unfortunately. As you can see, the caption is done, and the worst thing you can do is leave your captions like this, like white, boring, you know, whatever. So I'm just going to leave the captions, and what I'm going to do is I am going to watch the hook. Now the hook of the video is like the most important part. It's the part that has to grab people's attention, and that's why you see that I added a visual hook. Now this is something that you do when you're planning out your video, not really what you do when you're editing. So as you can see, I was sitting down. Sitting down is a visual hook. Okay, sitting down is a visual hook. So there are different visual hooks that you can try. So I tried this one. It's very simple. Sitting down is a visual hook. So always try to have like a visual hook in your videos. It will elevate your editing too. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a keyframes. So keyframes is, it helps me to zoom in on a particular clip. So I'll show you how to do this. So for this first clip, this is the very first clip that a viewer sees, so it has to hold their attention. So with the visual hook that I already have, I'm going to add, you know, an editing effect that will also create that effect that makes people to actually stop scrolling. So I'm going to tap on the clip, that first clip I just cut, and then we're going to click here, this diamond thingy here. It's called the keyframe. I'm going to tap on it. Okay, when you tap on it, you can see that it adds a red thingy there. Then I'm going to drag my video to the very end of this clip, and then I'm going to add another keyframe. Then what you're going to do next is I'm going to take my two fingers, okay, and I'm going to
zoom in. Can you see my mouth? Like what the what the fuck? And I'm going to zoom in on my video a bit. Now let's watch it.
Now, this is how to edit a talking head video.
What I always do is, as you're looking at your video timeline, the way everything is like cut and splitted, what I like to do is after every clip, I will add a keyframe. So since I added a keyframe on the first one, I will leave the second one, and then I'll go to the third one, and I will add another keyframe. This just makes sure that every 3 seconds or every 2 seconds there's some sort of movement happening on the screen. So I'm going to do this on the next one. I just add that and then add it. And most times I like to drag my videos up if it's too low, and then I move on to the next clip, and then you tap on the button, and then you tap again, then you just do it like this. There's another style of keyframes, so let me just listen to this.
CapCut. Step 1.
So for this one, I want to show you another style of doing keyframes. For this one, I'm not going to add a keyframe yet. I'm just going to zoom in on myself. I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to add a keyframe here, and then add a keyframe at the end. Now at the end, I will then zoom out. Okay, I'll zoom out and make sure that everything is covered. I'll zoom out. So now let's watch that. This is what the other zooms look like.
Hold the attention for as long as you want. And I'm going to show you how to edit this with CapCut. Step 1, you're going to do the rough cut. Step 2.
As you can see, this gave a zoom out effect. Alright, so now I'm going to use this zoom in effect for the rest of the videos. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the captions. I'm going to click on style. I don't like the style of captions. So from CapCut, you can see there's a lot of templates that you can use. So choose whatever you want here. There are some that are free, some that are pro. But I have the one that I save. It's very simple. So this is it here.
That will grab people's attention. Hold.
Okay, so since I don't like this black outline around the text, I'm going to click on styles, and then I'm going to click here, this option, so that I can remove all that rubbish there. Okay, then I'm going to come over to this side here that has this shadow. I like to add shadow. It makes the text easy to read. Okay, and then you can just click on OK.
Hold them by their throats.
If your video lags, just make sure you export it immediately before you start adding other things. I'm just going to upload this one that I just exported.
Now this is how to edit a talking head video.
If you're watching your video and you can hear like background noise, just click on the video and scroll down here on the toolbar section. There's a feature here that is called remove background, reduce noise. Yes.
Now this is how to edit a talking head video.
So the next section now would be editing the hook of this video. Click add text. So before I even add the text, I need to first understand what the video is about. So this video is how to edit okay. Now remember the fonts that we downloaded. So you can come over to brand fonts and you will see that exact font you downloaded. Okay, so you can use this. So for me, I don't really like this font. I just use it as an example. So I'll come over to the saved fonts. These are all fonts from CapCut, so I don't really need to download any custom fonts. So you can definitely check CapCut for like good fonts. So I'm going to use this font. This is a bold font. This is going to be my primary font. It's used for headings. Okay, and I'm going to drag it to the end of this. All right, and I'm going to take it up. So when you're editing, you want to look at this blue line. This blue line is what guides you. If you put anything outside of the blue line, it's going to be cut off when you upload it. So make sure that everything you put on your screen is within the blue line. So I'm going to put this one here, how to edit. That's my title, and then I'm going to add another text. Okay, I don't like to put too much words. This one will be viral TikToks, something like that. And then for this one, I'm going to change the fonts because I don't want the fonts to be the same. Doesn't look good. I'm going to use this font. I like this font so much. So as you can see, these fonts, they complement each other. So I'm just going to place it on there, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit smaller so that it fits within this blue line. How to edit. Okay, so as you can see, this is looking good. This is something that you can do or not. And I'm going to try to add this background shadow thingy so it stands out from my background. One thing that you can do is remember your brand colors that you chose. This is where you can decide to add them. So if yours is pink, for example, you can turn your primary font, turn it to pink. So I really like this. As you can see, the pink is standing out. This second text, I'm going to click animation, and I'm going to choose the typing animation.
Now this is how to edit a
And I like the typing animation because it still grabs people's attention. Okay,
Now this is how to edit a talking head video. You grab people's
attention. So what I would like to do here is I would like to put an overlay here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Pinterest paper. There are different textures that you can use. So let me use this one so I don't waste my time here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to come over here. So after my hook
that will grab people's attention,
then when I come to this next clip, I'll click on overlay and then I'll click on this new picture and then just make it to full the page, and then let's just stop on this clip here. Okay, that
will grab people.
So I'm gonna take this text. I think, what text should I use? Let's try this one. That will
grab people's attention.
Grab. Okay, grab.
Grab.
Okay.
Grab people's attention.
So where I say people's, I'll then duplicate this text and then drag this so that I can use this to write people's.
Attention.
Then I'm going to duplicate this and then adjust it. Then separate it. Then edit it. So let's rewatch it again.
Now this is how to edit a talking head video that will grab people's attention, hold them by their throats.
So what I'm trying to show you is like these are different ways you can add things on the screen. So when I say hold people
them by their throats,
hold my throats, something like that. And let's use this one.
Hold them by the.
So you click overlay again. Then you can then click this. And so what I can decide to do here is remove the background if I want to. Click on remove background and then click auto removal. And then it's going to remove the background, as you can see. So I can make this small. And let me see where I can put this. I can try to make it bigger, you know. And then make sure that it doesn't cross over this place. So I'm going to split it and delete it. Okay, so for this one I'm going to add an animation, so it's not just there. Okay, you want to always think of ways to add movement, and one of the best ways to add movement easily is animations. So I'm going to add this slide up animation. I don't really like to do out animations, but let's just add this.
And hold the attention for as long. as long
So when I say
for as long as you want.
so for this one, I'm thinking, what can I add to this clip? So this is just you being creative. So what I'm thinking of adding here, even if it's not yet time, but I just want to add it here. So I want to add like a time ticking sound or something for as long as you want. So time. Yeah.
For as long as you want.
So I'm going to cut this out. So another thing you can do is to, find like a clock. Remember to always stick to your brand aesthetic. So pink clock, this one.
For as long as you want. I'm going to show you how to edit this.
With
CapCut.
Okay. So I said CapCuts. You know what else to do. The next thing now is this section.
Step 1, you're going to do the rough cut.
So you can actually click on templates, this one. So I'm just going to drag this to the very end of the video because I'm going to be reusing it. Okay.
You're going to do the rough cut.
Then when I want to say step 2, I cut it.
Step 2, you're going to add your caption.
Step 2,
you're going to add your captions.
Cut it.
Step 2, you're going to add your caption.
Next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add sound effects. So from the beginning of the video, the first sound effect I want to add is the typing sound effect because I have this animation here. So to add sound effects is simple. Just click on sound effects. I think I have a typing one saved. So make sure you're always saving the sounds you use regularly. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to cut it here where the typing effect stops. Okay.
A talking head video to edit a.
Not edit a. So before I say the next word, I like to add a click.
Talking head video that will.
Then anything that appears on the screen, make sure that a sound effect goes with it. That's the rule. So click sound. So there's 3 text that appears on the screen. So I'm going to add 3 sound effects. Now the next thing that appears is this one. So for this one, I think I'm going to use a whoosh sound because it's coming from up. So it's like whoosh. So just search for whoosh. So
controls and hold your.
So I'm going to put this one. So whoosh now.
For as long as you want. I'm going to show you how to edit this with.
So when I say step 1, I'm going to put the mouse click.
Step 1, you're going to do the rough cut. Step 2, you're going to add.
I'm going to add this one. Because of time, I'm not able to add some overlays. Normally, if I'm editing this as a video I'm going to post, I'm going to add overlays of me editing or doing the rough cuts. I'm going to add overlays of me adding captions. Like, you get anything you say on the screen, if you can show it, please do what to show it. Don't just tell us, but show us. I'm going to add my filters. This is color grading 101. I'm not doing any crazy thing. So first thing I like to do is to hit on sharpen. This is what makes your videos look like it's really high quality. And then next thing I click on is HSL. So HSL is used for increasing the color, like a setting or specific color on your video. So for me on my video, you can see there are not too much colors. It's just the door behind me. I don't really want that door to pop. If anything, I actually wanted to make the background blurred, but I forgot to do that. But I'm wearing a blue gown, so I'm going to try to make it like bluer. So I'll click the blue and then turn on the saturation. And then my lips are red, so I can turn on the the color of my lips too. Okay, my skin is orange, but I don't like to do anything to my skin. I keep it like that. Another thing I like to do is add shadows. Shadows make your videos look a little bit brighter than it is. So I just add like 5. Yeah. And then another thing I like to do is like keep my pictures, my videos really warm, because like I said, I really like that warm tone. So I'm going to increase the temperature. And that filter I like to use, this is my safe filter. It's called Inception. I like it a lot. Okay, so you can choose any of the filters you like for yourself. So I'll keep mine at like 58-ish. Now you're going to drag. Now this is the adjusted. This is what it looks like. Okay, and this is what it looks like before, and this is what it looks like now. I like it. As you can see, it's warm and it's just my vibe. I'm going to click on my clip again. I'm going to click on retouch. Now this one is optional, but oh god, the faces I'm making here. I'm going to click on smooth, and I'm going to try to smooth out my skin. Yeah, I don't like to do too much, you know. Another thing that you can also do is like whiten your teeth a little bit. Yeah, and yeah, that's the only thing I do. And then click apply to all, so that it applies to all of the clips. Before I save my video, this is very important. I'm going to click on add cover, and then I'm just going to stop here, okay, where my text is complete, and I'm going to use this as my cover. Yeah, if you want to add anything else, sometimes I like to like add emojis or something to the cover to just make it look, you know, more me, you know, add that personality. Okay, and then sometimes too you can select a cover from your phone. Okay, for me, I don't want to use anyone from my phone. I just want this one I've already used. Okay, so I'm just going to save this. This is going to be the cover of my video. One last thing that I forgot to show you is when you come over to the adjust section, if you have the pro feature, you're going to see video quality. I can enhance my quality, enhance quality to HD if I want, just so my videos look like, you know, they look really crisp. This is how to finally export your video the right way. So make sure that your video is in 1080p. It's not in 2K or 4K, please. Especially if you're posting on TikTok, Instagram, make sure it's at 1080p. So I'll click on export, and
This is how to edit a talking head video that will grab people's attention, hold them by their throat, and hold their attention for as long as you want. And I'm going to show you how to edit this with CapCut. Now, this is how to edit a talking head video that will grab people's attention, hold them by their throat, and hold their attention for as long as you want. And I'm going to show you how to edit this with CapCut. Step 1, you're going to do the rough cut. Step 2, you're going to add your captions. Step 3, you're going to add your sound effects. Step 4, you're going to add overlays. And step 5, you are just going to export your videos. All right, babes, now you know how to edit a talking head video. It's also very important for you to also learn how to script an addictive talking head video so that people actually listen to you. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and watch this video next.